Welcome everyone, SamuraiRevolution here, and I am tuned in with Danzel92 for the Team FFA Finals. Welcome, Danzel.
Hello. I love how the name changed from 2v2v2v2 to free-for-all team.
Yep, it's basically anything you want to call it, so sometimes I feel like spamming out a bunch of twos, sometimes I don't, so it's up to what I feel like. But here we go. So we have the first map that we saw, Arizona, and we're back here for the finals. This is what the teams voted for, and very excited to see what happens here. Let's just jump straight in and introduce these teams again. I'm here in the northwest. We have red and blue, Heartworm and Scrubs McGrubs. You know them very well, Danzel. What did you think of them in the game you played?
I mean, they did all right.
Good answer.
They love their walls, and and they love backdooring other people. I have experience with Scrubs from a couple tournaments now, and that is his MO 100% of the time.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, man. I love you, but
well, he won the first FFA tourney, and he had to make some bold moves. Went all pikes in that one. If you haven't watched that, definitely go watch it. But definitely a bold player.
Nothing like 120 vet pikes on your doorstep when you just hit Fortress Age.
Oh, there's nothing like it. And then his teammate here, Heartworm, is also similar play style.
He's very good.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's been really good. I noticed his crate split and his orchards and stuff right at the first couple frames of the game were like super quick. He has some very good micro before it gets too laggy.
Sure. So let's check in our decks real quick. Let's go to Heartworm himself. Let's see what he's got tuned in here for Portugal. What do you think?
Well, let's check this out. So we're looking at Heartworms. Yes, classic ports. He does have the infinite 2P. That's a nice thing that was missing last time. That is one of my favorite infinite native cards. I never play ports, but when I do, I always have that one.
Yeah, it's just nice to have infinite native cards in general, right? You just get that extra population
and these ones have crazy DPS. They have the same like base attack and rate of fire as an Eagle Runner, but then they scale like the native units, which is 25, 40, and then 50. So they're actually quite insane.
The more I play this game, the more ports gets overpowered every time. Every single time.
There's always something new about them.
Always something
He does
new.
have land grab, which I'm not a fan of, but I mean, it's not a ton of safe wood on this map. It's not an awful choice.
Sure. He does have medicine in there, so definitely looking to boom again in this one.
I don't like medicine as a card.
Never been a fan.
I guess it's
myself.
the closest thing. It's the closest thing he has to a villager shipment, but I think just sending 700 food is generally just a better option.
Yeah.
I once saw the math. It's something like 80 villagers before that card pays off the 700 resources it's technically worth.
It's a lot.
So if you have more than 20 vills when you send it, you just wasted it.
Yeah.
He is, however, if you will notice, I don't know, what's your timestamp?
At 340.
Okay, you're a little ahead of me. I was going to say he's kind of walking back and forth to this 100% Explorer treasure on the west here. He's running over, crack-shotting a Guardian, and running back after it recharges.
Oh, he definitely wants that, yeah. He's grabbing a trade post right now, though.
He even picked up 2 pets from treasures just for the explicit purpose of getting this. I mean, all power to you. That's totally worth it as Portugal. If you're planning on laming explorers, that is your ticket to laming properly. That's an extra 500 HP right, or is it 400 HP right there.
He's going for it. We'll see what happens. Let's check his teammate here, Scrubs McGrubs, playing with Japan. This is only the second time we've seen Japan in this tournament. What are your thoughts on his deck?
He has an incredible number of economic upgrades. He also has Ashigaru Musketeer Attack, which he got roasted for not having last time.
Absolutely
and
roasted.
interestingly enough, he has the 14 Ashi and 4 Flaming Arrows, both times 2 in Age 4, which I think indicates that he may be doing some sort of fast industrial goal, but he doesn't have the crates for it, which makes me a little hesitant to say that. But it is a good option if you're trying to go Imperial and you get pushed. It is nice to have those military shipments.
Yeah, I would be very interested to see if they do like an Age 4 push. Last time they did an Age 5 push. Really,
Yeah.
I mean, they came in with a bunch of Age 4 units. They went Age 5, and then got that upgrade as soon as they were attacking. So maybe a little earlier this time.
It's kind of a flex to hit Age 5 while you're attacking to someone. That's just my thoughts on that.
Definitely a flex. Well, we'll see what happens to them. They're both grabbing 2 trade posts right now. Let's check to the east of them. They have yellow and orange paired up together here. Squamager and Chaotic Xing. Playing with Spain and China. Come on, I like this combo. What do you think of this combo before we get into decks?
See, when I think of Spain in team games, I think Cav, right? Because that's where Spain generally shines. They have the 3 cavalry cards, the extra lancer card. Like, they just generally really favor those. And so this combination is kind of odd because I don't think of Spain covering anti-cavalry generally.
Mm-hmm.
I generally would rely on a teammate for that. Not because Rottleiros and Unction Musks and Unction Goons are good, but they're also kind of paper thin because they don't have any HP upgrades. And if you're playing with China, generally you're on anti-cav duty if you're playing with China as a teammate. Like, that's just
sure,
not even a question.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you're China, okay, you cover anti-infantry and I'll cover anti-cav, and it doesn't matter how bad it is. So this could be interesting.
I'm really surprised no Team Archaic infantry train time.
That would help an Old Han spam, but Old Han is less relevant on EP because it got nerfed for some reason. No reason at all, but
no reason.
If you look at Squamager's deck here, he has the Team Hand Infantry attack, which is actually quite significant with a China player, since that'll buff the Monk, Changdao, Disciples, and the Yang Pike. So that's quite a significant card for them.
Yeah.
Then, just looking over his deck, I mean, I really like that he has 12 Pikes, 2 Falcons, infinite 10 Rods. Like, this is actually a really well-rounded deck. I would like to see 2 heavy cannons, but I can't see a card that I would replace it out for. So really solid free-for-all deck there.
Yeah, excited to see what he fields.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, Chaotic Zig, or Ragnarok, is playing as China. His China deck is extremely spicy.
He only has 24 cards. I love it.
What happened to his Age 2 artillery cards if he's going to have them?
And he has a great name. Like
SamuraiRevolution. So he has Confucius Gift and Good Faith Agreements, which means that combine those 2, he will actually have infinite or instant consulate units, so he can get his armies from the consulate instantly. And since he has the artillery card, I assume he'll probably go for the German consulate for those heavy cannons. They're quite nasty when they're instant heavy cannons that are carded. That is, and
instant flying crows.
The shipment ones, the instant or the flying crows and the 30 rat and shields, I believe they're 10 seconds to send in. That's
basically instant for me, but yeah,
it's close to instant.
That's awesome.
So he's got some good late game options. It looks like the units he's favoring are the infantry, since he has territorial, combat repelling volley, and Old Han and Manchu combat. So it looks like he'll probably be going very infantry heavy, and then maybe Spain will take the cavalry and the hand infantry. It'll be interesting to see exactly what they've got planned.
Yeah, very excited.
It looks like they're... What time are you at? So we're not.
I'm at 9:12. Yellow's running some cav around the Japanese base right now.
Do you blame him?
Absolutely not.
Right.
Gotta
you're
try to
already-
raid the unraidable Civ.
You can raid Japan. You just have to, have meteor hammers.
Well,
That is actually probably the best unit for raiding Japan.
yeah. We'll see if they come into effect.
I see purple's already got walls. Tim's
Yeah.
already got walls. Let's turn over to him. What's he got?
So he's playing Aztec, which you're the Aztec guy, so go ahead. Tell me what's going on here.
I am very confused and concerned about the infinite native cards at the bottom there. But it is worth noting that on EP9, which is what this game was played on, the native units in question actually got very significantly buffed. So 30 Zapoteks, they're actually closer to Jaguar Prowl Knights now. They're counter heavy infantry and cavalry. And the Mayans are quite a lot better. So it's not quite as bad as it might seem. He doesn't have any of the Coyote cards, which I think is a good thing. He has France on his team. Why does he need to be on cav duty?
Yeah.
Man, he is churning out warrior priests like nobody's business.
They're all out at this point. He's ready to go for him.
That is very nice.
Yeah, so I like the immediate layer of wall that he has, and now both him and his teammate are starting to branch out more. I like that tactic.
Especially because he's warrior priest booming. You got to be really careful with that, because H2, when you're warrior priest booming, Aztec is quite vulnerable to aggression at that point. Now he has the Arrow Knight card. It's not great. It's 2 attack. It literally adds 2 attack.
Are they still one population?
They're not.
On?
No, they're not one pop on this patch.
That's probably a good thing at this point.
There we go. Switch your dance, Tim.
Well, let's check his teammate. In green, we have French player.
Green again.
Yeah.
His name is Green again.
French green. Native cards on.
He the native cards as well. The team improved, and it's team ranged infantry. That one does buff Eagle Runners, though. The team ranged infantry does buff Eagle Runners and Mace and Arrow Knights. So that's not so bad.
Nasty.
And then team hand cav affects Coyotes, less relevant. And then the team improved native warriors will improve those infinite native shipments. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good team synergy. And then he has the artillery card and then all his cav cards. And infinite 20 mantlets. These guys have the potential to have, oh wow, that's like an extra 60 population-free units on the floor at any time, and they're going to be very upgraded.
Yeah, that's very exciting. I'm a huge fan of the mantlets. The Huron are awesome natives.
They are, and on this particular map, the Navajo have an HP upgrade, and the Apache have a speed upgrade. So those mantlets could actually be a lot more useful, especially with the speed.
Prime time, if I would say so. No one's rushing France right now, so yeah, he has some time to get 3 town centers up, and boom. It looks like Yellow's been the one trying to put some early pressure on, but nothing crazy.
Have you looked at the Russian player on the west?
I have not looked over at all.
You should go look at the Russian player on the west.
I'm looking at the Russian player on the west. I see Opry. As we speak, they're coming in hot.
What time are you at?
We're at 13:08. They're coming in extremely hot. Just goes straight Opry. That's just, it's just the toxicity is beyond. I can't even comprehend toxicity right now.
The Russian horse pirates, yes. Now, Aztec and France should both not have too much trouble, but CDB they don't have their greatcoats on, but they also don't have a melee resist, so they actually get dumpstered on by Opries very brutally.
I'm okay with that.
May they rest in peace.
But at the same time, I don't like Opries, so slightly mixed feelings.
Can we just agree that Oprichniks are worse than France?
Ooh, that's hard to say. I mean,
3 times versus villagers and 75 siege.
yeah, I mean, when you have 50 cuirassiers in your base, though, it definitely is. At least the Opries can die.
I'd rather deal with the cuirassiers.
Let me know in the comments below. What do you hate more, cuirassiers or Opry?
We are dealing with a Pritchnik and Skirmisher combo. A favorite. A favorite. We haven't even got to them, and there's already aggression.
Yeah, so let's get over there before everything explodes.
Yeah, let's go quick.
Avestan playing as Dutch. Cool to see some more Dutch action here. Didn't really get too much of them in this team tournament so far.
I really like Dutch. I really like Dutch in this format, and I'm sad that they haven't been played much. I obviously went for Aztec, but I do quite like Dutch in 2v2. I just think they have a solid boom. They have good units, and as you can see, as the Church card, the Team Mortar card, and the Infinite Carib, so he's got some really nice late game cards here.
Yeah, so a lot of that going on. And
a lot
they
of
do have
skirmishers coming in.
They have the banks too, the bonus banks. Look at this resistance. What do we got going on here? We got Outlaw Rider. All the pets are coming out. We have Outlaw Riders. A Surgeon has arrived. We have Coyotes. This is the resistance of a lifetime for us right here. For wait, he's got Medicine Men too. Everything's coming out for purple right now.
Well, Pritchniks are quite paper thin, and neither of them have made a single anti-cavalry unit. So I mean, at this point, maybe five or six cavalry units could be enough to at least do some serious cleanup. We have Tim's Explorer, which has the speed boost already on him, running around in circles with his splash damage.
Yeah, he's smacking away at these skirms.
He can probably clean up this whole army single-handedly with a bit of swashbuckler and stuff.
Yeah, the shift's being put in right now for sure. So we'll see how long this attack lasts. Looks like they're continuing to send Opry in. Green's got to definitely get back on his feet to help out here, but it's gonna be a fist fight right now for these two.
Oh, for sure. It really does showcase the power of the Aztec War Chief when he's carded up, because there's just he's just laming away here. I like it.
All right, Eagle Runner Knights do pop out. They're gonna start hitting away here. He's gonna have to really conserve these guys.
I think I'm gonna have to just go to 2 speed here because you are a little.
We're at 1652.
Man,
and
my potato is not having a good day.
Warrior priests are running. It's gonna be interesting. I really wonder how long this is gonna continue to go forward here. Oh, we have some cuirassiers popping out.
Oh, that might be enough just to clean up this whole skirmisher mass, because most of them are quite damaged from the war chief.
And yeah, there you go.
If they run on top of those, they get some real good damage in.
They're going in right now single-handedly. A lot of Opry
like I said, there's
them.
no anti-cavalry here, so there's no reason to not take this fight, you know?
Yeah, they just gotta get a mass of those guys, and they'll be able to...
Yeah, if he had one of them in the skirm mass, I think that would be better. But once these Oprichniks are gone, I mean, a mass of just pure skirmishers doesn't look so threatening anymore.
Yeah, lots of skirmishers on the way still.
Yeah. Seriously, one swing in this massive skirms that are all mostly dead, it would be gone.
Yeah. Let's check Teal before we get too far in here. We didn't even check on him. See what he's got in his deck.
Just flying through. He has Strelic Combat, interesting choice in when you have Dutch on your team. He also has the mortar card, the Russian mortar card. So between that and the Dutch one, those are going to be crazy. And then he has Infinite 7 Cavalry Archers, and then of course his team cards, Ransack. This is just a really solid Russian deck. I have nothing ill to say of that deck. Really well done.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to do with it.
And no crates, and he's already age 4, which is also really, really awesome.
Yeah, and he's been pumping out units. So we have some Eagle Runner Knights kind of running around, trying to find the right engagement here, trying to stay away from the skirms. Purple
this war
is
chief is what he needs.
fleeing right now. They are fleeing, trying to get away. Yeah, it's just kind of like, what do you do? Do you try to get enough forces to defend? Do you flee the area and then regroup? A lot of decisions have to be made here.
You're probably already past this, but there's an Oprichnik with 0 hit points here, and it's annoying me.
I see it. I see it. Going for the warrior priests.
Get a villager to shoot it or something.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, we have some cavalry archers in the southwest now, or
Yeah,
southwest of Purple former base.
I think he recognizes the possible counter to this is definitely a lot of cav.
And quite truthfully, well, cavalry archers are not the best units ever. They have the melee resist, which makes them pretty darn good in lag against heavy cav that you're having trouble killing.
It is not looking good.
No, Tim is on the run. Now, if you look around the map, this appears to be the only engagement. I mean, Japan is just having the time of his life up north. He is going age 5. We have Heartworm already age 5. And yellow and orange are massed up. Lots of good units. They're age 4. Both of them, lots of wood still left in base. They're just killing it. And Tim and Green just not having the best day.
It's not the best day right now. I mean, if they somehow stay alive, it's always possible. The comeback is always possible, but not looking good right now.
No, Aztec is especially good at coming back just because they don't have anything permanent, like we've discussed. But France is going to really struggle now. I mean, what does Tim send here? He's age 3 and he doesn't have any, like the 10 Coyote card here would just really be helpful at cleaning up a lot of this. And he wanted to go age 4 for those absurd native units, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. He now has 6 villagers left, 5 vills, 4 vills, 3. Oh, my heart.
So we're 21 minutes, 20 seconds in, and Heartworm and Scrubs are putting the pressure on yellow now. As we speak, Squamager is going age 5. So
flexing again.
Yeah, should be able to counter this, I think, pretty well, assuming they can get troopers out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. China's got a little bit of a skirm mass in the south. There's flying crows.
There's a lot of flaming arrows.
Yeah, they're ready to go here.
It's
so
really sad that Japan only has those 2 units, Ashy and Flaming Arrows. It's really, I think, a bit of a sad thing about this.
Well, then they have retrainable mana Maluks that also give your troops bonuses. They have shipment location, can train units. They have those guys too, but
I love that Scrubs is currently using colonial Naganatas, and he's age 5 with 600 score.
Gotta love
that
it.
is just magnificent to me. And he's currently researching exalted flaming arrows. Squam, Scrubs, you are a legend.
So they're coming in hot here. There is not much of a resistance right now from China and Spain. No resistance at all, actually. There's nothing yet. They're letting them walk in.
I really think that it's going to be difficult for a Spain and China combo to kind of deal with this massive of Ashigaru and heavy cav, because I mean neither of them just has that good of a unit to deal with that combo. I really think we need some hand mortars in here right now. I think would be, because once these flaming arrows are gone, it's a lot less scary.
Yeah, factory is melted. There are 2 heavy cannon and 2 flying crows back here. And the battle has begun. There is a lot of ranged units here. No hand cavalry has been fielded, other than those Nagina that were just cleaned up. So we'll see what happens.
Colonial, I mean. Alright, we do have a couple of iron flails coming in from China here, which is A few step riders as well. My favorite unit to use against Portugal's Jeanettes. These flying crows, it is worth noting that because they shadow tech, they're very helpful in these sorts of fights because they do very well against other artillery like these heavy cannons.
Yeah.
They're actually probably one of the, because they don't have a penalty against other artillery like a lot of the other heavy artillery do, like heavies and stuff. Bombards actually have 40% other artillery, but the flying crows do full, so they're basically culverins at this point.
So I gotta love rockets, man. Everyone underestimates the rockets.
Never underestimate rockets. This one heavy cannon is putting in a shift.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work back there. They're going now for the Portuguese one, or Portuguese factories. The Chinese one already went down.
May it rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Where are you at? My potato's having a bad day.
We're at 2430.
Wow, you are just...
We're cruising.
You are cruising here.
So
this
they gotta...
does not look good for the Spanish army here.
That's not. They're getting cleaned out of house here. And I don't know what the tactics were, because everyone should have seen how every single one of these teams have played, and everyone's playing exactly the same right now. So I don't understand that. No one's adopting any tactics.
I don't like Lancers against artillery here. I think Hussars would have been better. Because everyone forgets this, but Lancers are actually really awful against artillery. They only have the 20 base hand attack. It's just not good.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
like a Sour.
Spanish Hussar don't get enough love. Terminator is out.
Oh, we
Purple is out. I don't know when it happened.
No. I mean, he had 2 villagers left at that last time we saw him, so I mean, it's not
Poor
shocking.
Tim.
Where's Green running around right now?
He
has 6 villagers on wood. Sorry, four villagers on wood. 2 just got OP'd and a single explorer.
I wonder if Tim's regretting the decision not to play ports, but power to him, trying something new.
I don't think ports would have helped him in that case.
You don't think the goons would have helped?
Did you see what happened to those eagle runners?
Yeah, but goons you can micro a lot better.
He'd already had the range card on him. I don't think it was that different. I think that was just a really dirty Oprichnik raid.
They're too good. Please nerf.
Good is not the word I would use to describe them.
They're too broken.
They are too lame.
Too lame. Alright, so this Japanese army is still flying through here.
These Exalted Ashy and Exalted Flaming Arrows are just chewing through everything.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
oh my goodness. Pink is attacking on the other side. Or they're about to, dude. They're outside the base. I'm at 2650. They're moving up.
Yeah, I'm just running at 2 speed at this point, and I'm still falling behind.
Oh my goodness.
These Ashy are just cleaning up. This is gross. But it's really, I have to give red and blue the credit here. They're using artillery extremely well. And I think that really is what separates a good free-for-all assault from a bad one. Like, because this army from the Dutch is just skirms and Reuters trying to siege a bastion wall here, and I just...
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have some kind of siege, right? You gotta be able to get through fast. Alright, so here we go. The Dragoons were deleted. Pink and teal are on the full press, so they're not wasting any time, which I really like. And now red and blue have a decision to make. Do they have to defend? I don't think they really have a choice.
I think it looks like Japan is going to just kind of clean up a little bit, and Ports is going to drop back home. I actually like that decision. I think Ports can do fairly well against Dutch, but then these Oprichniks come in, and that's just not pretty. Now, if you'll notice, Dutch has just reached Imperial while he's attacking, and I don't like that decision. Now, we'll see how it plays out for him, obviously. but Dutch really struggles to get Imperial upgrades because normally you need like 50 bills on wood and to get those upgrades, and that's all Dutch gets.
Yeah, that is true.
Does he have? Wait, does he have the wood? No, he doesn't have the wood trade card, which is how I always get my Imperial upgrades as Dutch. Coin for wood is not even a question with Dutch to me. I think that card would be really helpful.
So red's still fully invested on the east side. Meanwhile, these Operies are getting close to getting through these walls.
I do like the decision here for Japan to keep pushing, because as long as he can keep this momentum going with just these exalted Ashies and stuff, I mean, Spain and China don't really deal with that very well. Spain's skirms are not very noteworthy, and then China has to train units that get destroyed by Ashy alongside their skirms, so they're always losing a lot of free units. Unless he's training flamethrowers. Ragnarok, are you training flamethrowers?
Well, let's find out. I mean, the other thing is that Squamager and Rag here, they were perfect in their recovery in their previous match, so we'll have to see if they can do that again.
Have you looked at their villagers on the far east, where purple was?
Oh, they're chopping away.
Do you look where the Oprichniks are?
They're right there.
I am so scared right now.
Yeah.
I am legitimately so scared to watch this right now. Oh, these heavy cannons are going to work for Portugal right now.
Yeah, he is resisting well.
I think using your factories for heavy cannons is really underrated. It doesn't show up in total resources when you do that, so sometimes it looks like you're falling behind. But they just do so much work. Look at these skirms just getting destroyed. Oh, and some veteran Strelets are joining the fight on the west here.
Yeah, Culverins are coming out too, try to deal with those heavy cannon. See,
that's really, I think, gonna be a game changer here for them. Because if they don't get rid of these heavy cannons, these Strelets are just gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, Pink's got to get these skirmishers age 5 ASAP.
Yeah, if these were Imperial skirms, would be a completely different fight, because these Jeannettes are obviously very, very strong, but Imperial Dutch skirms are nasty.
All right, Red Musketeers are pressing through down south. Oprichniks were getting in the fray, but now they're fleeing as the villagers flee. So it is just all over the place right now. Looks like Red's going to continue pressing.
Once again, I think that's the right decision here. I don't think that Blue's having too much trouble holding off this push here. Dutch is in a bit of an awkward spot because he pushed right when he hit age 5 with only 47 vills, so a little bit rough for him right now. Yeah, I think Red definitely made the right decision here. Also, Imperial Jeannettes with heavy cannons is just that's gross, man. It's gross.
So we have
more colors.
Imperial Strelets on the way here from Russia. He's got plenty of Culverins backed up in there too. So looking to counter as quickly as possible.
Now, we have some organ guns coming in from ports as well. Now, they are only age 4. They're not Imperial. Man, I keep forgetting this game is already only 30 minutes. Like, these are... we haven't had much time to get these upgrades. Everyone was really aggressive.
Yeah, I love it. This is what I live for, Danzel.
These guard Strelets versus organ guns is not pretty. Like, it is just so nasty. Oh, they just go up in smoke. Little +6s.
They are getting melted.
+6.
So are these Culverins too. So Red is continuing to press. It looks like down the far south there has been a good little base grab here from both. Yeah, I think they're gonna carve enough land there to be okay for a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts.
So Squamager has 17 vills left, and Chaotic has 16. So, not the best situation to find yourself in. These Imperial Culverins have gone to work. Now the overwhelming mass of Jeannettes is just going to swarm in.
Yeah, I think Pink right now is trying to grab all of his Imperial upgrades like you were saying. He's got Imperial skirmishers almost in right now, 33 minutes in. And we'll see how much that changes the tide for him.
That'll be a huge difference, I think. Because once Dutch gets those Imperial upgrades, their army it's pretty nasty. That extra 50 pop you get, if you use it well with artillery, like, Dutch is quite strong late game.
Yeah.
But you can't take bad trades. That's the thing with Dutch. You cannot take bad trades. Because your eco is just not great.
Yeah, the Dutch eco right now isn't doing too grand. But
No.
they're alive. Streetlets are just holding the line right now. It looks like Red is about to press in from the eastern side. We'll see if they can come in.
He's following these yellow villagers wherever they may go.
They are. I think he's preparing to go in for teal now. I don't know if he's going to go straight in for...
Yeah, I'd like to see Scrub switch his Golden Pavilion over to speed, just so he can get these Ashy on duty here. Oh, and we have port mortars.
It's about time.
And they have, unfortunately, the range card, which we all know is a super balanced, well-designed card. It does not interfere at all with gameplay against them.
The things that people make in this game, I don't understand sometimes.
Well, you know, when the game was first released, the card Thoroughbreds made French Cav only 2 pop instead of 3, so don't think it hasn't improved.
Does that go with Ottomans being a defensive civ?
Oh man, that's the word. I wish that wasn't actually a thing that was written. That someone was paid to write.
It's nuts. Alright, so yellow villagers are entering the battlefield. Blue is fully in here. Red's pressing in from the other side too. It is just, everything is going on at the same time here.
Now, with what's on the floor right now, I mean, Dutch's heavy cavalry is very not noteworthy, but some Cossacks right now would be a big tide changer.
It is just all ranged infantry everywhere on both sides for Pink and Teal. Pink does have a large skirm mass ready to go in the south, but there are a ton of Ashigaru coming in hot.
Oh man, this is nasty. What time are you at? I feel like I'm a little behind again.
We're at 35-35.
Oh, I'm only a few seconds behind. Good. There's so much ranged infantry, which I suppose is sort of the bread and butter of... Oh, we have informers being played. Yet another balanced part of this.
No, there's no such thing as balance in Japan in the same sentence. Unless it needs to be a patch fix.
Man, it isn't scary. Except for when they are.
Don't get me started. I've been tempted to make an entire video explaining why Japan's ridiculous.
Do you see these actually meleeing down?
I see it. They are melting them.
It's so dirty. Mind you, actually have a really bad hand attack. Like, really bad hand attack. If this was Seaboy, it'd be so much worse. Oof.
Alright, so the resistance is holding, but I don't think they got much longer to go here with this.
Yeah, they're split here, and this is rough. And I mean, well, Green is still technically alive, and he does have 2 town centers.
No, Green is alive! Oh, baby! H3 France.
Going up.
Oh, well done, sir.
There's so much infantry on the floor right now, and just no artillery. Let me just see Heartworm's eco right now. No, he's flourishing just fine. He is keeping pace. I was just wondering if maybe he was running low on coin, and that's why he was going for the Hussar Cassador combo, but no, his coin's fine. Scrubs is killing it too. He has 49 villagers on coin. I think he's going for spies.
They are absolutely
or just, pure
flying
arrows. Since he's not seeing a single cavalry unit out of these 2 civs, maybe he's just going for pure. flaming arrows. Who knows?
All right, 1 million Russian musketeers are coming out.
The only Russian unit anyone uses.
You can say that.
Zaprichniks and musketeers. That's your bread and butter.
So right now there are no eliminated teams.
Technically, no. Technically, no. Spain and China are holding on despite losing all their infrastructure.
Yeah, how are they looking? Let's check at them. They're struggling.
They're doing okay. They're doing okay. Chaotic's got 20 vills now, and Squam's got 35. And he's got Imperial skirmishers just came in from Squamager, so that's nice.
It's not looking good.
Does he? No, they both lost both of their factories, so that's going to be a big oof here.
I mean, you gotta say though, Heartworm Scrubs McGrubs, like they're not even getting competition. Like there is no competition in this match. No one was able to match their Imperial status.
No, and it's quite sad because if there's a team I would have pressured with the Oprichnik raids early, I mean, yeah, Tim, but I would have just hightailed those Oprichniks over and nuked some of Japan's wonders, because without those, they're not so scary. With those, they're scary.
Yeah, that's well said. So they're trying to continue to resist.
Intending to build a fort, but these really lame Portuguese explorers with 100% HP on them are just tanking these awful skirmisher shots.
Yeah, it is looking clear sailing for
Ports
red and blue right now.
Yeah, Ports is broken in right now. I don't see a way back. I love the way that red just kind of like swept through and like rejoined after.
Oh, they played that really well, right? Just literally came around the entire map and just joins in on the main attack. It was glorious.
And splits the army. I mean, it's really hard to appreciate these sorts of things truly, but like that sort of gameplay really sets them apart. Is like the way he was like, yeah, I'll join you, but I'm gonna go around, make sure I clean up as many vills, and then I'll split the army over here. Oh, Infinite Tupi have arrived. They have 152 hit points in Imperial.
Oh, they're here, man. We're at 40 minutes. They've been chilling out.
I love them. They're so good.
They look pretty sweet too. Sweet and sick at the same time.
Slick.
Yes. All right. So also we have Teal and Pink are attacking green. They don't want his alliance at this point, which I would be asking for all the help I can get. But
then they're right outside of yellow and orange.
Yeah.
What is this game? What happened? What happened to this?
The finals.
You're supposed to build all to Imperial, and then you start being obnoxious to each other.
No, I love it.
Halberdiers taking down Green's last remaining.
Straight up fist fight.
I love Dutch Halbs.
All right, I don't think. Oh, sorry. Let's see here.
Oh, I see Orange is making a play. China has gotten some French cav from his consulate.
Yeah, where's his army at? It's over here. Okay. I was kind of trying to keep eyes on it.
John arms. I mean, that's a something.
They're not doing good, Danzel. Don't talk them up. They're struggling right now.
Everyone is struggling except red and blue.
They're flying.
Seriously, though, it's the artillery. I stand behind that sentence, is that it is the artillery that has set them apart.
Green is out. Respects to Green. Put your F in the chat. I didn't even think he was in the game still. He was alive somehow. That's the longest any French player has lasted in free-for-all, is it? It might be. I don't know.
42 minutes. Very well maybe. Now, if you'll notice, Heartworm is now bringing in Advanced Arsenal, so he can really stack up some upgrades. Nothing too particularly significant on the table for ports, but it does make their Castadors a lot better.
All right, Teal's pressing yellow and orange at this point. I don't think he wants to win. I think he just wants to kill as many people as possible.
Well, I mean, he could get second. They can get second if they can get rid of...
They can get second. That is a good point. Okay, they're going for the cash prize. That makes sense.
That was my mentality.
That makes sense. I forgot there was money on the table here.
Yeah, this is worth going for second.
Who said there was money on the table? I didn't say that, did I? No, I'm joking.
No. We do have, I mean, they are Imperial instant musks, and Skriller does have 10,000 food and 3,300 coin in bank. I mean, he can still spam some musks out. That is about the right ratio as well for spamming. Ooh, how many musks would that be? A lot. Several
a lot
hundred.
of musks.
More than 100.
So now everyone's just fighting for place, it looks like here. Like,
yeah.
Red and blue have clearly gotten the victory. Who is going to eliminate who is the question.
Look at these scores. Like, it's just... I have to wonder, did Chaotic actually go Imperial and the Wonder Glitch showed up, or is he actually still age 4?
That's a great question. I think he...
If he has a Flying Crow, I can tell you, but I'm not sure how to tell right now.
They're at 337 HP.
It looks like he's still age 4.
R.I.P.
He doesn't even have Old Han reforms or the 30 Rattans available. That's sad. Feels bad, man. What happened? What happened to our little 2v2?
Oh no, it fell apart. This is honestly some of the madness I was hoping for in some of the group games, but hey, we're getting it now. It's okay.
This is insanity. I mean, when do you resign in this game? If you are teal, pink, yellow, or orange, like, do you just...
No, you gotta get second place. Like, you just gotta get it at this point. That's what you're playing for.
I really like Teal's little base here in the south. It's just a sad thing to see it getting destroyed.
He built that up very quickly, you gotta say.
It was quite impressive.
Spies has been played. Here we go.
Yeah, there it is. Just called it.
And the trade mono, it is coming in right now.
He has Navajo Shepherds. He has Navajo Weaving. Man, Scrubs is killing it today.
All right, so we gotta go by score here for the second place if they all stay alive.
Feels bad, man.
Right now, Teal is single-handedly carrying his team.
I mean, I guess Russia can handle a trade up fairly well with the Prichniks, but he's on a clock, literally on a clock.
Literally on the clock. One of the things we're considering for next year is adding a points system where if you take someone out, you get points instead of just trying to win overall. Could be interesting.
I think if your teammate resigns, you should have to resign.
Yeah, we're definitely adding that next year. For reasons undisclosed.
Yes, undisclosed reasons.
Didn't consider after.
2B and mortar combination is now my new favorite army composition in the south here.
My personal favorite's gotta be the Ronin and rockets.
That's so...
I've only been able to field it a few times though. All right.
Don't do that again, Sue.
Good answer.
Rifle Riders wants to know your location.
Good old Rifle Riders.
All right, is Russia going to take out these trade posts, or are we actually going to get a monop win here?
I don't know. Russia's boxed in down here.
Yeah. Feels bad, man. I thought he might have an answer to this, but... I do like seeing Japan get all of those native upgrades. They're really good for their weaker eco and for buffing their Ashi even more, because that's exactly what they need. Another speed. They're up to speed.
What are the developers thinking, dude? What are they thinking? They didn't play the game. They didn't play the game. They just put it out there. That is the only conclusion you can make. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. We are nearing in victory. I mean, you gotta say, extremely well played by these two.
Man, they just killed it.
All right, Squamager and Kayak Zinger out. They have resigned. They recognize their spot. So, looks like Scrubs McGrubs with his second free-for-all title. Heartworm joining in for his first in this Team FFA. Pink is out. And Teal is out. That is it. Recorded, playback, finished. What a game. What are your thoughts?
Those two just, I mean, they even spawned in the Northwest again in the same spots. And they just did the same thing, and they did it well.
Yeah, I think everyone spawned. Did everyone spawn the same spots?
I don't know if Chaotic and Squam did, but I think the rest did.
They were close. They were somewhere on the eastern side of Borneo, so that is kind of funny that they all were, I think, similar colors too, yeah. Well, let's check the post game. Let's see what happened here. Madness is the answer.
Look at that KD on Scrubs and Heartworm.
Oh, it better be perfect.
And 2-1 for Japan.
Yep, that is what imperialism does for you.
That is, wow. Yeah, that is some serious KD coming out of Heartworm's units there.
Portugal always has a great KD, though, right? And I mean, on top of the momentum that they had.
It was just gross. This all resources gathered is very telling.
Oh, I can't wait. Here we go. Disgusting.
If you go to coin total, you see exactly what I meant about Japan trying to get spies.
Yeah. Man, really well played by those guys. Well done. Well done. Crazy match. Always gears up for some craziness in the final. There's always something. We definitely saw it today. Welcome back.
Lost you there for a second.
It's all right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, crazy match, but really well done and exciting first 2v2v2v2 tourney.
Yeah, that was quite a sweep from those two. I'm still not quite over how Scrubs did that Ashigaru sweep across the whole map. That was just so well done.
They cleared house.
I know it seems like a small thing, but like the way it was executed and the way he timed it and everything, just really well put together. And he even did forward base instead of just relying on his daimios, which I think was really smart. Look how many barracks are down here.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
I figured out where the Naginata came from.
That's gotta be an age up.
It was the age up, yeah, with the Buddha.
Yeah.
That was the only reason they were on the field. Otherwise, it's just ashy.
Awesome.
GG, guys.
Yeah, really well done. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you, Danzel, for co-commentating once again, and we'll see you guys in the next one.